Well, ideas come from everywhere. I started out as a writer. So when you're a writer, you try to come up with your own ideas. It was lucky for me that I started noticing that a lot of people wanted to contact me because I was already a little bit further along from my peer group when I was graduating college. And they would tell me some of their ideas, and I would naturally think, well, wait a minute, that idea is better than the idea I have this week. So my ideas come from my own head, and they used to be 100% when I would pitch my ideas. Now, because I developed a reputation as someone who likes to find good stories, likes to hear pitches, I get hundreds of pitches from people every week. They come from all over the country. And the woman in Alaska or Arkansas or the man in a cave in Afghanistan, anywhere, as long as they have internet access and they don't figure out a way to contact me, their story might be as good or better than the ones I hear from professional writers in Hollywood. So my ideas come from everywhere. And as I said, I used to come up with all my own ideas. Now I say among the ideas I sell, maybe 30% are mine and 70% are people just like you. A little old lady from Ozark, Arkansas sent me an email about a man who lived in the Statue of Liberty. But see, right away, that's a remarkable pitch because you've never heard about a man living in the Statue of Liberty. And I sold it to Universal Studios. And the little old lady from Ozark, Arkansas made a lot of money. And they hired Ryan Murphy, the creator of Glee, to write the story of the man who lived in the Statue of Liberty. And we called her and said, what do you think the title should be? And she was so excited to hear from Hollywood. And she said, I think we should call it, how about Keeper of the Flame? And we said, that's the best title we've ever heard. So people think just because they don't live in Hollywood, they might not have a good story or a good idea. This woman, who's never been in Hollywood, found a story about a man who lived in the Statue of Liberty, pitched it to me, we sold it, and she had the title, and she made money. So that's a good example of hearing a pitch from someone that could be from anywhere, but she found something that was worth remarking on, something that's out of the ordinary. I stay fresh and I get lots of ideas by reading. You watch television, you go see movies to keep up on what other people are doing, but reading, whether it's just websites or blogs or newspapers or magazines, whatever being written about makes you think of old ideas, new ideas. You see something, it might be an odd piece of news. The first story I ever found was about a boy who graduated college, and the people in the newspaper interviewed him because he, for some strange reason, decided after going to college he was going to go back to high school. And I thought that was an odd story. So I contacted him and was able to get the rights to his story, and we sold it to MGM. It was called Backflip because he wanted to be a gymnast. The point, he backflipped, so to speak, into high school. But the point is, that was just from reading an article in the New York Times. So if you love to read, you'll find good ideas. If you watch television, you'll hear a good idea on 60 Minutes or Oprah or on the news. Ideas are literally everywhere all day long, and you just have to grab onto them or notice them. Most people don't really notice them. They sort of read them or hear them, and they'll even mention them to their friends. But they don't retain them, and they don't decide, like me, hey, that's a good idea. I think I'll go sell it to the studios. When I hear a good story, I can't wait to see if I can interest an actor or an actress or a writer, put the whole package together, and then go to the studios and pitch.
Thank you for listening. Please review our other available content for help writing, publishing, and marketing your book. If you have any questions about the Author Learning Center, please contact us by email at authorsupport@authorlearningcenter.com.